Hi everyone, this is Nia and today I decided to doodle something super quick and simple. I kind of woke up with a flare and I was physically exhausted as well, so I'm just going to play with some colors, lines, and shapes. These are the colors I'm going to use. Firstly, this is Jaune Brilliant Dark by Schmincke, Prussian Blue by Holbein, Gold Brown by Schmincke, Quin Red by Daniel Smith, and I'm also going to add gold accents. I'm going to use this Aqua Bronze by Schmincke. You can also use any gold paint you have. And I'm also going to use my Snowman Drawing Pen. This is with a 0.2 thickness. For these doodles, I use 3 brushes. First one is a large flat brush by Raphael. And the one in the middle is a Filbert Grainer, and I also use a normal size 5 round brush by Princeton. I'm not going to voice over much because I feel like it's quite self-explanatory. These are just very simple doodles and I'm basically taking advantage of the actual brush shapes. I also want these to have some soft pastel colors with some stronger, more vibrant colors as accents only. So you'll see that the dominant colors that I'm going to use will be mostly the soft pastels from mixing some Jaune Brilliant Dark into other hues, or I start with a very thin consistency of the colors. Because my flat brush is quite large and wide, sometimes one side picks up a different color, and that's really fun to see even if I didn't do this intentionally. Once I found out I could do that though, I started to pick up a couple of colors instead of just one to see how the paint would react, and it's really fun to just see the different color combinations. For all these 3 doodles, on the first layer I generally like to cover a large area of the frame that I have or the paper that I have, and I'm also not going to dry anything in between at this stage because I want the color to flow on their own. The thing is, with these types of doodles, it's a good way to practice some restraint. So I find it's best to do this when I don't have too much energy. I feel like my brain isn't constantly trying to make a decision. Instead, I just let things flow on their own, and I just accept how the colors will react to each other. It's mostly about intuition while you're looking at the colors and shapes, and the process is actually quite honest. I feel like if I want to still add things, I will. If not, I'll just stop. You can also use other mediums for this, and I think adding different textures would actually look really nice as well. I'm quite happy with the colors and the shapes that I have. So next I'm going to add some gold accents. I couldn't find any of my palette knives, so I just used a ruler to pick up some pigment. And then I'm just going to dot in some gold. I think this pigment already has binder mixed into them, which is why I can activate it by just adding water. But of course you can use any other gold paint or any glittery paint that you have. I like applying these thickly because they look like jewels since the pigment is so strong. Of course, they're going to flatten out as they dry, but I do wish that this was 3D paint or something because I love seeing the metallic highlight on the little blobs of paint. So this is my Filbert Grainer brush. You can see it's a textured brush and I love the intentional texture it creates. Those thin lines are just so satisfying and I wish my hand was a bit more stable though. I'm only going to use these textures as accents, then I'm going to also add some dots and ovals with my pen. I don't know why, but I decided to also add some dashed lines because I just felt like it. But I think that's it for the first one. I actually like the small black dots on the pastel colors. I think it makes the pastel look more pastel instead of just faded colors because of the contrast, if that makes sense. So now let's move on to the second one. The concept and the steps are basically the same as the first one. But for this, I wanted to try it with curved lines instead of straight lines, but I like to start basically the same way by using my flat brush to cover a lot of space. Then I add the smaller details and accents with my other brushes and other mediums. If you've noticed, I've left the footage in real time except for parts when I'm thinking and not doing much or doing anything. And for those, I just basically cut during the editing, but I hope you don't mind watching the real time. I know some of you actually enjoy it, but I'm not sure with the rest of you. Please let me know if it's too slow or you actually enjoy these simpler real-time paintings or doodles once in a while. I realize I haven't done this for a long time either, so it was kind of like a nice break, but please let me know if it's too slow for your liking as well, and we'll just see which one dominates in the comments. Unfortunately, this is something that I'm unable to do with my usual paintings, especially for the complex ones, because the real footage is usually between 1 hour to 2 hours long compared to this one, which was around 30 minutes. And I don't really have time to watch through such long videos during post, and it will also take a very long time to upload with my bad internet connection here. But anyway, from here, I think I don't really need to explain anything else since it's basically the same process that I repeat differently, and I hope you enjoy painting along to this one. And that's it for the third and final doodle. I hope you enjoyed these simple doodles with a slower pace, and I hope you enjoy painting along as well. Let me know what color combinations you might do if you want to make any changes. And like usual, the list of tools as well as my social media links will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!